Kanchong. Sharon Kanchong.
Yes, very kanchong.
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
It's very zen. We're waiting for. What are we waiting for? I need
To press the button.
a lot of help. This is my first time.
If you're ready, then we can proceed.
Yeah. Are we ready? You have to tell me if I'm ready. Okay, so apparently I'm ready.
You were ready since yesterday.
Yeah. I'm very nervous. Oh, we got 4 people. Nice.
Wow, thank you. Whoever you are. Wow, che.
Can we go for countdown? See you there.
Hello.
Hello.
We
Are we
are
live?
back.
Are we live?
Yeah,
We're
looks like it.
Okay, so I'm supposed to look here. Okay,
What,
thank
here?
you. Hello, everyone. I am Stina. This is Sharon.
Hello.
And this is my first Sarong and Slippers live.
Bravo.
And I have Sharon with me, luckily, thankfully. Then I'm not alone because I am quite nervous. Okay.
No, she's not.
Okay, so today, for those of you who have never joined Sarong Slippers before, we usually have Eric and Daniel. They talk about everything, nonsense, usually
Nonsense.
And then we have another
And
edition with our younger version with Tris, Fish, and Tyler, and they always cover things about adulting. And then there is our first episode, which is myself and Sharon that will cover, she said auntie topics lah, but
She didn't like the word auntie, but facts are facts lah, right? Half a century. What do you call them? Aunties, right?
so we cover things on growing up. Sorry.
No, those are Tris and Tyler.
Okay,
and
very
Fish
grown
topic.
up, very grown up topics.
Growing
But-
old.
No, old. No. Half a century. You know, it's only 50. It's not 100. And
So you can see, I'm not the one in denial. This one is the one on denial.
okay, so we cover a lot of things about just life,
Growing old.
about life, about health, about happiness, and what else? Denial.
Yes,
and
about
denial.
denial.
Okay, so thank you for joining us. It'll be a 1-hour session. Feel free to ask us anything. We will have a couple of topics that we'll cover, but please let us know what are your thoughts, and you can, join. Oh, okay, so we have people joining us already. We have Prema. Hello. Not Auntie Prema. Hello, Prema. Jai Jai is here. Okay, we have Azri. Hi. Okay, good evening. We have Cheryl, Langoy. Hi, Denise.
Hello.
So glad you can join. And we have Jane. Okay. This one I don't know who. Next one. When I really don't know who.
Okay.
Name.
Hello, LinkedIn user. Thank you for joining us.
I'm not very good at this. Okay, I'm not Eric. I'm not Daniel. So I have to just manage.
Gladys.
Hi, Gladys. Thanks for joining. Okay, so if you guys are aware, when you saw, the poster that I posted up, there was a very handsome gentleman that was supposed to join us, right? So, unfortunately, we're very sad, very, very, very sad. Oh, it's Natasha. It's my daughter. Hi, Tashi.
We have a daughter, Auntie.
Okay. So back to, so we were supposed to have Dr. Azhar with us this evening.
Yes, he was supposed to be our date tonight, and he dished us.
Sitting here. So can you tell what happened?
He decided not to come. He felt that we were too old for him. He was all set to come. He was very excited, and then the Mr. C decided to visit him. Yeah,
early this morning. So unfortunately, I hope you feel better soon.
Yes.
Asa, we really, really miss you. But
we're gonna have you back. That's a promise. You must come back, okay?
Definitely. So I think he's here somewhere.
Yep.
Did we see him? Did we see Asa joining? We did, right? So hopefully, we're gonna get him if he's around to, join in anyway the conversation. Okay, so let's get started. We have a few more.
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Lochi.
So many.
Thank you for joining.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into some of our topics. It's quite random, so feel free to just jangan malu-malu please. I need a lot of help here. First time, okay? Sharon, okay lah. She already auntie, so she.
She asked me to join her to give her support because, she's my friend. I'm supposed to support her as a friend, When the first topic comes out, what happens after 50? Boom, points to me.
Because you're 50 something, ma.
Okay. 55 to be exact.
Okay, what happens after 50? So let's get started, okay?
You get 51. After 50 is 51,
Okay, so this is my question to you, Sharon. What happens after 50? And every one of you who haven't reached 50, this topic is for everyone, okay? Young, old, whatever it is, what do you think, or what are your fears, or what do you look forward to? And if you're already 50 and 50 something, or 60, or whatever it is, tell us your experience and what am I supposed to look forward to? Okay, Sharon?
Okay. Nothing happens after 50. I think 50 is like a liberty for me. It's like a number where you just cross 50, and you don't care about what people say about you. Whoever wants to judge you, go ahead. It just doesn't hit you anymore. But when you were in your 30s and things like that, you just kind of wrestle a bit more. But when you're 50, it's like tak kisah.
True. I guess a lot of things happen at 50. We'll try to go through one by one. I would say for me, there was no like aha moment that I'm 50. But when we were chatting earlier, I think when we went through point by point, there were a few significant, very obvious ones that I felt. Whether it's health-wise or happiness or wealth or career. So along the way, I think there's some comments coming in as well. So feel free to chip in. What did you feel, or what do you think you will feel when 50 happens? But seriously, 50 is not 100, right? A lot of people say, "Ayo, 50 already, eh?
Yeah.
Slow down, no. Don't want to do this, don't want to do that. I'm too old for this."
Yep.
I mean, if you live to 100. Okay. I like to think that I'll last forever. No expiry date, right?
True.
So there's still a long way. There's still a lot of things to do. Okay.
50 is not an end number, right? A lot of people are so scared that, oh man, turning the big 50 and things like that. But no biggie.
Aiming to look like 20 when I'm 50.
Okay. Aiming to look like
Sai Mao.
you mau.
Sama.
Okay, there was something that we were going to talk about.
We talk
how
about
to be, how to look at like 20 when you're 50, right?
We'll get to
Okay.
that. We'll keep this one. I like this one. Okay. Some questions coming in. I'll ask myself how to embrace my menopause with elegance. I can shed some light on that. Not quite there yet, but wow, what a topic. You know, Monday some more talk about menopause. Aduh, malas ah. Okay. So Cheryl says, I'm guessing 50 offers a bit more freedom.
Yes, I agree, Cheryl.
But that time, I believe most in their 50s will be doing things for themselves more, hopefully. Yes and no, Cheryl. I think the next question will be the next topic, but we can talk about it now as well, is that are you really, free of commitment, or do you really have more time when you're 50? I think there's other aspects that we've both experienced. For example, looking after parents.
Yep.
Some may have grandchildren, the early, right? Young grandparents might have grandchildren.
Yes, some do. Yep.
And some
I do have friends who are grandmas already. Yep.
Yeah. And many of us may still have a very, business-wise, right?
Yep.
May still have business to take care of and so forth. So, do we really have more time for ourselves? Honestly,
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Simply because my daughter is now working, so I don't have to do school runs. Thank God, Tash, I don't have to pack you lunch boxes. I did it for 20 years, right? So no more preparation of school lunches and driving you to school and tuition and all that. Finished.
You can pack lunch boxes for me.
Finished. Okay. All right. So, okay, we're moving on. The next topic that we do have, and then please keep those comments coming in. We'll read them through.
I hope I'll still be
Getting
getting what?
dates. Azri say he hopes he still be getting dates at 50. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, people out there, Azri is looking for dates.
50, didn't say now.
No, you have to start building your connection, right? It's like LinkedIn, like that. You need to build your connection so you have a database of connection. So when you're 50, you can pick them out nicely.
Oh, pandai lah.
Yeah, ada strategy.
Okay. So I come to you lah if I need a date. No? Okay.
Start a dating service. After 50.
Dating service block. So we have a comment from Denise. When I turn 50, my son will be 20. So I think I'll have a different set of headaches. Absolutely true. I think at every point of if you have kids, whether they're babies or right up to their 35 or 50, I'm telling you, you will have all sorts of issues at different stages. So be prepared. Okay, moving on to the next, we'll move along with the topics as well. Yeah, Tyler, you don't mind. Okay, so as the comments come in, we'll talk about some of the things that will change, right? Are things going south or still pointing on the horizon?
Well, I think the first thing that changed for me is that I realized that I have to put my menu further away. That was a significant change.
Handphone as well.
And this is my best friend now. I will not leave home without this. I will drive back if I leave my reading glasses. Really, seriously, it's like I can't see anything without this. So yeah, that changed, but I guess you just embrace change. I think the most important thing is you need to be healthy. You need to, when you're in your 20s, you must always think that make sure that you live healthily, exercise, eat right, so that when you're 50 or 60 or 70, you're healthy. Once you are healthy, you can do wonders. You can go dancing, you can do whatever.
We said we will go dancing.
Yes, definitely. And Prema says she will go with us. She says that she has 2 left feet.
She did.
Yeah, we want her to prove that to us.
Anyone knows of a very good dancing class or dancing place?
There are plenty.
So let us know if you want to go dancing.
But for me, the instructor has to be good. Can you dance?
Well, so the Lord, Eric has volunteered.
Volunteered to teach me dancing.
I think you go.
Not sure. I think I give up on that dream now.
We'll go for a separate one. So significant changes, eyesight, for me personally, I feel that I'm not sure if it's a good, I'm quite zen these days, but having said that, when I go into a restaurant, I tend to have a lot more, I'm less tolerant of noise. So if I hear too much, screaming, or I hate to say this because I'm a parent, right?
Right.
But I get very kanjiong. I'm not mad.
Okay.
I just get very kanjiong if there's like a meltdown.
Okay.
So I get very, don't judge me lah. You see the nod?
Yeah.
But
See, when people get old, noise do get to them.
That's how I feel.
Yes.
That noise thing does get to me.
Yeah, but I think I agree with you. You basically appreciate quiet time better, right? When you're young, you feel like, okay, if I had to go out and eat alone, it's like, ooh, everybody is staring at me, right? You don't feel comfortable. But now, I just want to choose to go and eat alone, go find my little corner at the cafe, and I really enjoy that alone time. So maybe that comes with age. I don't know.
50 was a turning point. Prema says both physically and emotionally. Nice. Tell us more. Or next time, better still come to the show, and then you can tell us all about it. But I know what you mean. There is somewhat of a, I won't say for me that there were just different stages, right? So obviously, having like Tash growing up, so I had more time to myself, so I could focus on myself, whether it's health or my work or starting my business, or making choices, just being able to make choices, right? Nice.
You made a big career change around 50.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Was that scary?
I mean,
At 50, you want to be like stable. You want to, for me, I would want to be stable. I want to be financially okay, so I don't have to worry about other things, but just enjoy what I do best, what I want to do. But you made a huge career change.
Yeah. So there's never going to be a perfect timing. I made that change because I put my health as a priority, because at that point in time, there were certain things that was going on and my health wasn't great. And in order for me to gain back that part that I thought meant more to me, so I gave up other things. But it wasn't all bad, because it was probably one of the best choices I've ever made, was to come out and try and do my own business, right? So instead of, I've always said I will want to do it one day. There were so many one day, macam akan datang, but it never comes. So that was the right timing. It wasn't the perfect timing. It was far from perfect. There was a lot of sacrifices, and still having sacrifices to be made. But happy lor.
Most important, you're happy, auntie.
I met you, and I met all you guys out there. So yes, I am.
So people, here's a happy auntie. You just have to get it into her head, Acceptance, acceptance.
Okay, so there's a comment from Darren saying that I thought life starts at 40. Don't know.
Life starts every day.
Right?
Yeah, life starts the minute you wake up.
I guess I chose 50 because that's my time. My 40s, there was nothing. To be honest, 40 was probably the toughest part of my life, because there was just too much going on. There was huge amount of commitment. I had no time to think about myself, nor time to think about life.
Okay.
I was just, doing stuff. So Prema says that she stopped sweating the small stuff, and just about everything was small stuff.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it lah.
Correct.
See lah, tell fish lah, tell trees lah, chill lah.
Yeah, chill lah.
You all. You pointing to Tyler pula. So yeah, if I think if I were to go back, right, like way back,
Back to the future. Back to the.
No.
Okay.
yeah,
Not
20
future,
years
okay.
old, 20
Okay.
years old,
Okay.
I wouldn't be so what we call 小黑, I don't be so sensitive,
Yes.
right? Just let things
Yes.
slide a little bit. I was super sensitive when I was young. A little bit of comment on people,
Yeah.
sad,
Yeah.
hurt.
I think that's very common. That's very common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
now that we have eaten more salt, like Eric
yeah,
say, right?
please lah. I keep hearing that lah.
Yeah.
Enough
Okay. Okay.
lah.
I walk more bridges than a lot of people walk street. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you have gone here and then you go back, you will realize that it's actually there's a lot of things that we kind of overthink about it. We were very conscious about, especially you're just very conscious about how other people see you. So you're always trying to prove yourself, right? So when you're here at 50, there's nothing to prove. Maybe we have already proven, I don't know. But
Okay.
everything is like, no big deal.
Okay, so we have some significant changes. So we will talk about next one. I got to, are you
More
freedom
freedom
or the
or
opposite?
opposite?
You say you got freedom?
It
mah?
depends. It's everybody is different. I think this is not linked to the age. I think. I mean, for me, yes, I have more freedom because I was in a business which requires a lot of commitment. 24-hour services. I'm practically working 24 hours, but I like it. I enjoyed it. Then when I kind of semi-retired, so happened it was around my age of 50. Maybe it's coincidental. I wouldn't really link it to the number. Then I had my freedom. I had more time because I was not 100% committed to a business, right? So that changes the perspective of my thinking.
I think for me it's more or less the same. What I didn't have earlier, I think I have more of now. I still have family. I spend a lot more time with my mom because she's getting older, so your priorities just get shuffled around. I think in terms of freedom, what I do have is I have the freedom to choose. So for example, because I'm not tied to working at a specific workplace or reporting to work, I have the freedom to adjust my meetings, my appointments, and sometimes mom has to go for hospital appointments, so I gotta make time for that. But I can change it around. So that is what I call freedom. But it doesn't mean that I have more time or anything like that. I just have the freedom to switch things around, which I like.
Everybody
which I like
has
a lot.
the same equal amount of 24 hours a day, right? So it's
You want to take?
she can't see. She has to do this to me,
Pakai
right?
lah,
Yeah.
pakai lah,
Lama,
you.
lama. Okay. Prema says that 40 was tough. My children were asserting their independence, and there were many conflicts with me. There were less storm when I turned 50. Hey, you survived. I told you, Prema, you are Prema. You will survive any storm.
Yeah. Okay. So freedom, boleh lah.
Freedom, boleh.
Choice lah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
up to you to manage your
Next.
time.
Yo, I sound like.
Auntie,
Next. True. Okay.
are you in the height of your career or slowing down? Yeah, I was just asking you. You are at the height of a new career, right?
Yeah, I'm just at the height of trying new things that I've always said I want to do, but didn't have the opportunity to do. I won't say it's the height, but I guess I'm glad that I have the opportunity to try. I could have done it on my own, but to be fair, in order for me to start the business I am in now and being where I am now, it went back years, right? I think Eric myself was doing this like 5-6 years before. We were hustling and doing other, jobs, small jobs. and we never thought we will have an agency. We just said that, oh, see where this goes. We like we never planned. Just see one day, see where it takes us, it brings us. And anyway, he found the right time, and then he founded the company, and then we started doing things together, right? So I guess
no way slowing down.
no, I want to slow down.
Okay, Eric, you're going to the client's meeting.
He also want to slow down. He want to leong tei. He want to uko tana. So yeah, it is something that you're never too old to do. A lot of people will say, no, I'm already 50. I can't start a business. I can't do this. I think you can do whatever you want to do. Age is just a number, as they say, right? Okay, we get some questions too. We got lots of things going on here.
I like this question.
Yeah. Any advice for us to start doing earlier in our 40s leading to 50s?
Doing earlier.
Eat healthy.
Yeah.
Sleep more.
Exercise.
Go dating.
Go dancing.
Go dancing.
Yeah. Me and my dancing.
Online dating. I cannot do online dating. No. Oh, Tasha, true. Mom can't listen to me talk when music is on.
Auntie.
I can't, right? I can only do one thing at a time. I can't listen. I can't. She's absolutely right.
Is this because you turned 50, or before that you've always been like that?
I think age has got something to do with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And when she talks too fast, I cannot. She'll know, right? Yeah.
So does the brain slows down when you're 50? I have a question for the doctor here.
Brain slow down or not at 50, but in the meantime,
put in a comment with me how to answer.
Yeah.
Hello.
So back to Trilling.
Supportive one, this business partner of yours.
Yes, lah. So back to Trilling's question just now we touched on was, I think if I could do things better, was when, like I said, when I was in my 40s, I was always rushing, doing things. I always felt I haven't had enough time. So even when I finish work, I balik ready, and I finish whatever I have to do, the laundry, the cooking, everything, I just don't want to go to bed because I haven't had my me time. So even if it was 11 o'clock, I will still stay up because I haven't had my me time. So I need to stretch it maybe to 12, 1, 2, right? If I wasn't working late. So what happens is I got my me time. It was just zoning out, right? Because the whole day was just full of stuff. And what happens is I slept really years, right? So I think if you can balance that up and sleep, make sure you get your sleep. And obviously the diet, the not eating healthy, eating your whole foods, don't eat so much junk food. Right? Yeah. We know it all, but we don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, just do whatever you want to do. Just do it. Don't overthink. Just as long as you feel happy about doing it, just do it. Nothing to do with age, actually.
Yeah. You want to take this one? I read first. I cannot do this. No, I cannot read here. I talk and I want to read the comment.
This health thing, okay, health is never too late to get healthier, right? This is actually a question that is a topic that Dr. Azhar was supposed to talk about, right? So, okay, I'll try to say something.
He go for his...
Yeah, he's like crazy
CrossFit,
me, right?
Yeah,
CrossFit, hiking, and things like that.
Jom.
Yeah.
I ignore. I just start jawab. He keeps saying, Jom, next week. I cannot. It's a CrossFit.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like...
where he gets the energy.
No, I feel like vomiting when I do CrossFit. I get into a fit. Okay, we got some comments.
But it's never too late to be healthy. Sometimes maybe when you were young, you're chasing your career, you have family and things like that. You just don't have the time to go and do the healthy stuff and stuff like that. But it's never too late. This age is really not a barrier. you probably want to do something which is less impact, like for me, I've started yoga and I love it, but before this, I never had time to do yoga. I never had the patience to do yoga.
No,
I felt
I
that
still
it was so slow, every time it's like, okay, and then everybody asked me to close the eye. I'm like,
I don't know, I do the finish already or not?
yeah, has anybody got up?
I'm still there, by the way. Oh, yeah, because I'm behind.
But now I feel that maybe it's the burden is off. You don't have that burden. You feel a bit more zen. So yeah, it's never too late. Just stay healthy.
So Azri says,
Have you found your date?
Azri says, I don't think the brain slows down. No, yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll just
True.
assess things carefully and more.
Agree.
Yeah, with more parameters.
Nothing slows down.
Yeah. So experience is everything. I think part of us not feeling so zen and not sweating the small stuff
Because we ate more salt.
It's salt equals experience lah. Okay. Okay. Cheryl has a comment here. The me time part is so true. I don't think it's an age thing. My peers and I totally need our me time to unwind after a long day too. I know how it feels, Cheryl, but yeah, unwind when you need to. Make sure you get your sleep. There are people in this room, even in the studio, that sleeps at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. so right, no names mentioned, and it is so unhealthy. Really, it caught up with me.
Really?
Yeah, the late nights, it will. So, have your me time. You just have to tell yourself it's not always at the end of everything. There's never enough time to finish everything. So just make sure you carve out some time for yourself because you deserve it. Okay?
Okay, here's the advice from the doctor. Finally, the doctor answered my question. It will slow down law. If
So
don't
difficult.
want to use it, brain karat. So nothing to do with the age lah, right? Thank you.
It will correct faster lah, So that's why they do like Sudoku. People keep their minds
Mahjong.
busy. Yeah. So do all of that. Keep in mind. I play a lot of matching game.
What? Dating, matchmaking.
No. Okay, Darren has a question. Selena and Sharon, is your 50s what you imagine it to be? You first?
Is it what I imagine it to be? I never imagine anything. I just live by the day. I'm just glad that I'm 50 today. I'm actually 55. Really, I don't have this aspiration of, when I'm 30, I want to be this. When I'm 40, I want, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. I never had that.
I don't know why I'm looking at Eric.
And then after that, the doctor didn't want to be a doctor.
Hey, where's the gimbal? No gimbal. I want to show you should see him. He's cross-legged with his slippers on the floor and his legs on the chair.
Yeah, I'm not the right person to answer that question. What about you?
Yeah, I think pretty much I did plan. The only thing that I planned was not to make sure that I could achieve all the things that I had responsibilities. So like for paying my daughter's fees and making sure that she graduated from university and got a job. Those things I planned, and I was very afraid to fail her. But other than that, I didn't plan anything. I didn't know where I was going to be. Definitely didn't think that I would throw my job and do this. Definitely didn't think I was going to sit here doing this with Sharon and So
True.
I think pretty much went with the flow, but there was some level of planning, but I won't say it was very long term. And I definitely didn't see this, when I was in my 30s. So I think a lot of things that's happened in reality just isn't planned. And like today, we were supposed to have Azhar here.
Yep.
Last night he still texted me, Selena, pakai baju apa? I said, December je lah. Sarong also got, and so you just don't know. And then he woke up feeling, poorly. A lot of things we can't plan. It happens, we just go with the flow,
Yeah.
and then we
Don't overthink.
jalan lah. It's
Tak
like,
payah overthink saja. Mau makan, mau tidur.
see.
Just
Andy.
now Eric pula. Andy saying dia karat ke? Oh, sorry, bukan karat. Wait,
No,
I
he
need
said
to
I'm 60, also not karat yet.
pakai cermin mata. I
Hey.
thought he said he sudah karat.
Um,
I'm 60, not karat yet. Okay. Yeah, and Andy memang tak karat punya lah. He
Far from it.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time still building new businesses, doing a lot of investments. So that's why his otak tak karat.
Yeah, but because he keeps himself really busy
Yeah,
though.
that's very important.
Yeah, I suppose you can zen. A lot of people just think that retirement and all that, you're just doing nothing, but you're not. You can slow
You
things
just
down
do
and
things
just
differently.
pauses.
Different things.
Which I think one of our topics, we're going to be touching on, which you can go on to the next one as well. What's next? Yeah. I don't know. I cannot do two things at one time. He's talking to me.
I think she got a bit more male hormone. No? It's usually the man that cannot do two things at one time.
No, I cannot. He's telling me something, then you're saying something, then I'm looking here, then people are commenting.
Okay, Auntie, over to you. It's all yours.
So what's next? Do you have plans?
What?
I
don't
dancing
plan, I
only.
don't plan anything.
Just go
I
dancing.
just
The
live-
nearest
I-
thing that we're going to go for is dancing.
Yes.
Okay.
With
Alright.
grandma and her two left feet. Okay.
I'm going to take this from Azri. How about fashion? Do you guys notice any transition on your personal fashion?
Good question.
I've never been I wasn't very fashionable in the first place. I think after corporate, I just went for, I really buang everything. That was the only significant thing. After corporate, I just threw out everything. I went with, my joggers. I went with trainers. I went with my cap. I don't like dressing up anymore. I dress down
Did you
for
like
comfort.
dressing up?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I did all the makeup thing. I like the TikTok shoes and all that.
Right.
But now, no, I can't balance.
Yeah.
I lost my balance. Oh no! I just realized, at 50, I don't really have a sense of balance. I can't wear high heel shoes.
I think that cukup practice. It's all about practice.
Practice for 25 years.
I was wearing high heels too.
Now? You still like it?
I stopped after COVID because
No
COVID
practice.
killed all my high heel shoes.
More.
Oh, the one that came off, the heels came off, the sole came off, and things like that. So I started wearing more flats, right? And me being a short person, which I still tried my doctor's advice to eat more long beans, but it's just still not working. Don't use this doctor. Whatever happens, his advice is not very good. So I've always felt that I feel more comfortable wearing heels. I feel a little bit taller lah.
Of course,
right?
I
Yes.
like heels as well, but the reality is it sets in at, now I just go for comfort versus, that feeling. It doesn't, no. Trainers and flat, a slipper.
Okay. That's why you call it the sarong and slippers lah. Okay.
Zen in my element. Okay.
But I think people need to dress their age. I've seen some people who are just overdoing that dressing bit when their age is just not there, right?
Yeah.
So I think you need to dress tastefully. You can change your fashion
Age
sense.
appropriate.
Yes, age appropriate. Yes.
Age appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move along. Oh, so many. Okay. We gotta keep it going at 5D lah.
Okay. Let's go. Next.
Read.
The both of you look very young and vibrant. I'm sure you're talking about others who are in their 50s.
No lah.
We are very down to earth. We're 50s
Happy.
means we are 50s, you see. So that's why this auntie here, I've been drumming into her, is auntie lah.
I like this. I love being in my 50s. I find I no longer need to apologize for anything. Yes.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
From Hannah Wong.
Thank you, Hannah.
Oh, silly.
Hi, two angels,
I
Nana,
know.
Charlie.
Charlie
You
sakit.
took Charlie for hiking?
Charlie sudah
So Charlie
sakit.
sudah sakit lah. Next day we bring Charlie back.
I think I agree. The next, so in corporate, the fun is also power dressing. I absolutely agree. I think there were times when you don your power suit, and you feel that you can do any presentation, win any pitch.
Yes.
And I do miss that a lot. So today it's very different now because I don't deal with the same crowd. I think if I wore my suit now, Eric will just run away because we will look so mix match
Yes.
when we turn up. Because he just wears slippers and shorts regardless, right? So I have to hang and get rid of my.
Yeah,
suit
but
lah.
today's environment has also become very casual,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
those days, you go to the office, you fully dress, power
We
dress.
do mirror our
Yes.
our clients
Right.
now.
So
So
it's a bit
sometimes
different.
the places that we go to as well, we go to warehouses, kilang, cannot
Yeah.
pakai suit.
I used to visit car workshops in my suit and
Mm.
my high heels.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Pakai lah, don't take out put, just put lah.
Why you tak pakai one ah? You
Already
bluff.
inside.
Okay. See, itu punya ni.
How do one pick up on latest technologies when in 50s? Do you have TikTok, IG? Okay, Darren is asking, do you have TikTok or IG?
I have IG. I do TikTok for Iconic. I'm into all this. Hey,
That is not cool, okay?
kena follow trend lah.
Yes.
I love IG. I love to create reels in IG. Yeah.
Honestly, Darren, I am not very active. I watch a lot, but if I really wanted to pick up technology, it would be the team that helps me. I go to people like Fish, and Tris, and Tyler, and definitely my daughter. She is in this space, so she will teach me. But she will always say, "Ayah, mommy, I do for you lah. It's faster." I want to learn cat, and seriously, it's just slow. See, stop already.
See, talking about mommy. See, Tasha said, I bought mom a pair of heels she really wanted for Christmas one year, and she said she couldn't walk in it. Now I know it's the age.
Yeah, she bought me a really nice white, very
How many-
high
how-
platform
how high?
from, I don't know, four and a
Okay.
half, but it was a platform.
Right.
Mm,
And you couldn't walk.
I want it, Tash. It is really nice, but I'm getting there. Got to be light also lah. When you're heavy, very hard to wear. You cannot sure tumbang one.
Now is the weight thing.
It is. It is.
No.
It's not stable. So I will wear it. I still have it.
Okay. You wear it one day. Go dancing.
In those, yeah. I'll be very tall though. You'll be on stilts.
I'm not afraid of tall people. I'm used to looking at people this way.
You say one, huh? You'll be dancing in stilts. You see lah. When you smile at someone, that someone will smile back at you, irrespective you're 50, just smile, aunties. Yay. Aunties. Okay lah, auntie lah.
Okay, thank you, uncle.
Okay, I think we move on to our next topic. Apart from what's next, I think we had a few things that we were discussing earlier about turning back time, right? What would you have done differently? Or is there anything you would have done different? Because you're the kind of person who would like just go with the flow, right?
Yeah.
So looking back, would you have done anything differently?
Would I want to be a doctor? No. I always ask myself, do I regret anything? I don't really. I don't regret anything because I take things as it comes every day. There's ups and downs. That's life, right? So would I have done anything differently? No. I probably would have be less overthinking about how people would perceive me and see me. I would have just be myself a bit more. Yeah.
I a lot more. A lot more. I think I got bothered about what people said about me when I was younger. And it took a lot of time. And one of the things that it took I think I only learned it in my 30s. I thought that was late. I remember my sister is in real estate, so she's in a very stress mode in a developer's office, and she used to have this, her bosses calling her on weekends. And I would just see her. We were at KLCC Parks, and I remember she was standing on a pillar for like 1.5 hours talking to the pillar. So I went round, and she was still there. And I already feeling kanchiong, oh no, something's happened. So she put on the phone, and I said, okay lah. She said, like lah, okay lah. And I said, she said, got problem lah. And she said, come, let's go shopping. I'm like, huh? But don't you want to go and sort out this? Then she just told me, she looked at me, she said, today is Saturday, nothing's going to happen tomorrow, Sunday. So just stuff it in the compartment somewhere, enjoy yourself. I'll deal with it on Monday. I'm like, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
But I couldn't do that. I couldn't compartmentalize it and say, if I can't do anything about it today and tomorrow, why ruin my Saturday and Sunday?
Yes.
And deal with it on a Monday. But that took me years to do.
Yeah, we had a very nice conversation with Prema about this. I was asking her, how do you manage all the issues and the problems? And she said you just have to compartmentalize everything and just move on. Itu anti-terror, right? So I mean, if to answer this question, I would love to have learned the technique of
earlier, right?
Putting things into compartments. So I get
so
like you.
weekends.
I'm like you. I'm like I worry about problems. Yeah.
So if I could, that would have been something that I think would have not killed so many of my weekends, right?
Yeah. And I will go dancing more.
I
have not danced enough, but
okay. So you want to take the next one? Okay, we have a comment from Darren.
Do 50s spend more on luxury item, high dining experience, Maldives, etc. Usually achieve financial independence already.
Of course, if got money, then I also will go to Maldives lah. But I cannot now because Eric wants to buy a lot of equipment gear. So I don't have budget. Maybe you have, but we have something in common.
Eric, the wall is a bit bare here, right? I think you need to put more stuff here. Right? It's a bit boring already, people seeing this.
But we do have something in common, right? We actually talk about traveling and we So again, the luxury, I don't think it's luxury. To me, luxury is now doing what I want, even if I'm just staying at home. But the choice that I don't have to wake up and drive somewhere, that's a luxury to me. A choice of picking who I want to work with, when I want. Except this week, I cannot. Eric has assigned me to a meeting that I don't want to go to.
Go wear your power suit and your platform shoe.
Zoom lah, Zoom.
Still can wear.
Pakai atas saja lah. Okay.
But in this topic, right? I realized that the luxury goods and all those has got a lot to do with association of how you want people to see you, right? So when you don't have it, you try very hard to have it so that you can show that I have it, right? But when you can afford it, you can just walk in and say, I don't need this, right? So that's how I see it. That's how I've experienced it.
I think it's nice having the option to buy things when you want. I think that is nice. I won't doubt that if I can. I think it's again very subjective, like what is luxury to one and the other, right? I mean, to somebody who is struggling, getting a bit of money and having a nice meal at KFC for the whole family, that's luxury, right? When you don't have money for. So I think it's very relative.
Subjective.
Very relative. And for me, it's not so much stepping into the luxury stores. To me, it's just having the opportunity to not be forced to be somewhere I don't want to be.
Yeah. Right. But I think it's also important to treat yourself. Yeah. I had
a nice hair wash. A nice blow. Yeah.
Don't say it. She had a nice blow job on her hair.
Yeah. If I get bad.
The hairstylist Had a nice
blow
blow on
out,
my
blow
head.
out, blow
Oh,
out,
okay.
blow out.
See, at 50, you can say anything.
Not on my account. cut. Okay. So, as we also mentioned, I noticed that mature influencers are uncommon, but they get a lot of view and follows.
Ooh,
Somehow the
want to
content
be.
from them gives lots of value.
Influencer.
I guess you're right. Mentor of a life vibe. I like it too. I mean, I fall into the category, and I still like to watch even people who are in their 40s or 30s who wants to share about experiences. I think it's all about the maturity of a person, regardless of their age, is what they have to share and what they have. Maybe they were daring enough to do, and we all want to learn from it, right? Because it is always daunting to see someone like, I don't know how did you do it. I mean, I admire you, right? And but someone else would be admiring. We don't know, and some people will ask, how did you do that? But we all learn. So definitely, regardless of age, we all wanna, learn from other people's life, right?
Yes, I mean, learning is lifelong. Like, learning is really not about age.
And they still calling us auntie.
Yeah, this uncle is like that one. He's like 60. He's in his 60s, right? He needs some.
Okay lah. Okay, do we have any more questions? Wait, what? Blow what?
Blow hair lah.
blow
What
hair
were you
wash.
thinking? Ayo, like that how to get date lah?
Okay, moving on to the next topic. Now, how much time do we have left? We have about 9 minutes. Okay, let's cramp in a couple of topics. Oish.
Oh, would you consider cosmetic surgery?
Mana? Why you look there? What?
No. I mean, you're good.
No, you don't want to consider, or no, you look there, say no need. Got laptop looking. Okay, would you consider cosmetic surgery? Would you go under the knife?
No, not me.
What about you guys? Would you consider if you're 50 and above? Doesn't matter like what age.
I would
but
go
would you?
under the needles.
Needle, man, small knife.
I mean, no, I do facial acupuncture. Yeah, I kind of enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
You enjoy needles going in. So needles is the same as fillers, right?
No. It's just acupuncture.
Yeah, but
Chinese
it's
acupuncture.
Needles, right?
Yeah, needles, and it just
So fillers also needles, but you don't want things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can take questions, but
Would you? Or how many times have you done it?
boy, no manners. Haven't done, okay.
She's all natural, okay.
All natural, okay.
Yes.
Even all, okay. Semua
I
still
think it's
okay.
very important that you love thyself and be happy with.
Thy boss say thyself have to be less heavy.
That's not cosmetic surgery thing.
Yeah lah.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to visit Dr. Chow. Kasih staple sikit tu perut.
Yeah, no, I won't go for cosmetic.
You cannot.
Can't make my money. No.
No, I don't think I will. I think I like to grow old gracefully. So we do together, huh?
Okay. Set.
You south, I help you
Okay.
angkat.
For sure, auntie.
Anything goes up, I help you lift. Okay.
My own gravity can't work on it.
Ew, how come? No, see, Prema doesn't say no. Yay. Okay, say it
Yay,
again.
Prema.
Wait, I want to go back to Darren's question. He says, any tips on how to manage our spouses?
Okay.
Oh, so broad.
Over to you.
Why me?
I tak ada.
I know you tak ada, saya pun sudah habis. I am a very, very bad example.
Okay.
Of,
Sorry, Darren. Wrong channel. Another day.
I think this one, Darren, this one you channel lah. You kasih simpan any question. You tanya itu
Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor have all the answers. Okay.
He will give
So save
you...
this question, guys. Save this question and put it back into the doctor session.
Dia akan bagi you advice kasih
Kau. Yes.
Not
Next.
Retirement. You are closer to it.
Huh?
What's your opinion? Cannot see with glasses. So big.
Hey, next time can you put the fonts bigger? This StreamYard can do fonts bigger or not? Can I request for that?
Nearer, right? You're
Yeah.
kissing the screen already, yeah. What's your opinion on retirement? No, cannot hear. I know, cannot see, cannot hear.
That's about growing old gracefully, right?
This is not gracefully. So I got to shout. Then I got to lift you up. So many things to do, a lot of duty. Okay, retirement.
Retirement. Don't retire. You retire, you die young.
Straight to the point.
I think you need to have a purpose in life. You know, whatever that you're doing, you just have to have a purpose. May not be like a full-time job. It could be things like, you volunteer and do something, go and work for an NGO, go save some animals and stuff like that. It's doing something, right? Don't just retire and don't do anything.
The word retire, we have to define that. So Andy cakap got money can retire, but you retire you still do things ma.
Got money can retire.
This side. Here.
I can see lah here. Ayo.
Auntie show is like that one ma.
I'm not gonna go with her in the next show. Okay, she's on her own. Azaha, you better come back. Okay, got money can retire early
Is
lah.
he retired?
He's not.
Exactly.
Why you
still doing
you're not
things.
retired? Why are you talking about retiring?
I think the word retirement itself, right
Take
today,
it easy. Take it slow.
choice.
Yeah, choice.
You can retire from that full-time job, that full commitment that you have had for like 30 years, right? But that doesn't mean that you retire from doing things. You still want to do things. You
Yep.
can have. I don't mind John Nasi Lemak, I always wanted to have a cafe. I'm not opening a cafe here, I'm just saying. she
I'm looking for people to open cafe downstairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Any takers?
I what I mean is I don't mind opening a small Nasi Lemak store. I'll do from 6 a.m. under the tree
Okay.
in my little cart,
Okay.
and then 10 o'clock I want to sell tong.
Whether finish selling or not finish selling.
Don't care lah, 10 o'clock one. If cannot sell, I go and give the
The homeless.
security guard or all this finish. I don't mind doing that, but I don't want to retire lah. I want to masak, jual.
Yeah.
Talk to the
That's why you need to
community,
do
talk
something. You need to
neighbors.
do something.
Okay,
Right?
so we're not retiring.
Yeah.
We still go dancing.
But
right?
the advantage is because you're financially stable, you can sell your nasi lemak under the tree up to 10 o'clock. But if you're not financially stable, you can't do that.
I have to sell a lot.
You have to sell a lot of nasi lemak
Yeah, I
and to
think
be
so.
able to get your pink diamond or something like that, right?
No.
No, you don't want diamonds, ah. You
I
don't
just-
like diamonds. Okay.
Saya mau kasih itu whatever revenue I get to TNB itu tenaga itu telekom saja.
Jangan buka aircon lah nanti rheumatism.
Who said aircon? Lampu kan? Apa yang pasang lampu? Okay. Before going, I'd like to wish, hey, still Sharon, grow and look younger every year. Thanks, guys. It was fun. Thank
Okay,
you,
thank
Azri.
you. All
Hope
the
you
best
find
with your date.
girlfriend, huh? Okay. It's not retirement, it's financial independence, says Andy.
Yes.
Okay lah.
Next
Two
show,
people.
right? Andy.
Can? We talk about.
Okay, Andy, you're on next show.
I think I got one more, like last question one. If I'm not, or maybe don't have.
Wait, got Lee Kuan
Habis
Yew come
already
out. Wait,
Why got Lee Kuan Yew?
I saw Lee Kuan Yew. Ah, now I see Lee Kuan Yew.
Grandma. Do not
Do not
retire if
if
you want to stay
relevant.
Yes.
But though, see, I knew
Okay, one
Grandma got
final
all
one
the
before
answers.
before we tutup kedai, right? Kita kasih itu tekan sikit. Very
Gila, I tekan you.
Oh, thank you. So at 50, one for the road. Are we contented? Are you contented?
Yes, I was contented at 30
Oh, yo.
or even 20 because I don't have very high expectations. So it's all about how you want life to be, how you perceive life to be. If you keep chasing after things that is difficult to get and you're not contented, you are looking at, your neighbor has this car and you want it. So it's living beyond your means.
Sudah tak ada masa itu orang sudah kasih itu mau job.
Oh, kasih job.
But just one thing about contentment, right? So I personally, I think it's something that we can, when I was younger, we always say, I wish that I could do this one day, and I wish I could do that one day. When I am richer, I can do this. When I have more time, I can do that. And I hear these kids always saying,
Kids.
They always say, I need to figure out my life. Right? You can't figure your life out in, one weekend or 1 month, right? So be contented with whatever you have at that point of time. At this point of time, things changes all the time.
Yep.
But I think I'm contented as it is now. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful to be here. I don't know what's going to happen 10 years down the road. Maybe we buka kedai nasi lemak. Who knows?
Fine.
Still will be contented. So, ask us more questions. I hope you come back. We'll continue this because we're always talking about health, wellness, happiness, right? With just different guests. Okay, so we hope that you'll join us the next round. Look out for us. But then in the meantime, there's still Daniel, Eric, and the kids. But that's all the time we have left.
Yes.
Unfortunately, sudah cepat lah itu time.
Yeah.
Pass. Okay. Thank you everybody. Oh, Anna just popped in.
Hi, Anna.
Oh, hi Anna. Hope you can watch back. And
Yeah.
nice.
Do send us some topics that you want us to discuss. We are happy to consider that. And we have Andy who we invited to join the show, and he's already gone into hiding.
Okay. Loving the vibes. Thank you, Taj. Thanks for watching, Mommy.
Thank you, everybody.
Maybe we can have you one day here as well.
Yes.
As the young ones as well. Okay, guys. Thanks again. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll come back for you lah.
Yes, Okay lah.
Bye,
everybody.
bye.